Good morning from the summit of the Col de Cou on the 2023 Etape du Tour. Welcome to the GC... No, that's the wrong channel. Welcome to Cycling in the French Alps. If it's your first visit to the channel, I'm Mike. So that was last week and something a bit different this week. I thought I'd answer some questions on the videos of the last couple of weeks for starters and talk about anything else in relation to cycling in the French Alps. If I've got any updates on the Tour de France, any gossip or anything from the Alps, we can even talk about the weather. I'm also training for the Etape du Tour, so I can give you an update on that. And admittedly, I've got a very long way to go before next July. I thought I'd throw in a few French cycling phrases. My French is pretty rubbish, to be honest. A lot of my mates say I speak Northern French, which is French but with a Northern English accent. So let's start off with a couple of questions on some recent videos, particularly with regards to the Etape. So from Lee Zengbot, nice, thanks for the preview. Is it likely to be windy / hot? Where in Annemasse does the route actually start? It's fair to say that summers in the Alps are getting hotter and hotter. You've probably seen on the news about disappearing glaciers. And this year we had a heat wave where probably for over 6 weeks it was just 30 degrees plus all the time. So next July I'd prepare for it to be scorching. And also this Etape doesn't go that high, it only goes up to 850 meters. So you're not going up to the Galibier at say 2,600 odd. So that bit lower down it is going to be a lot hotter. That said, you may have seen the 2021 Tour de France in the Alps where it absolutely threw it down for 2 days straight. So prepare for everything, I guess. In relation to where the event starts in Annemasse, I doubt it's going to start in the centre of Annemasse because there's 16,000 riders to contend with. So my guess is it's going to start somewhere on the outskirts. But as soon as we know, I'll post an update on that. And I'll also do a video of the first few kilometres from the start to where we picked up on the last preview at Boëge. This question's from Mark Eddington. These videos are great. That's good to hear, thanks Mark. I used last year's one, watched it several times and did actually stop at one of the water fountains you advised on the descent of the top of the Croix de Fer into Alamon. I was beeped at that point, but the water fountain stop really did help me. I'm so surprised nobody else makes little teaser videos like these. There are some, but they're in French. Keep up the good work and enjoy the Alps. I would also be interested in a video more about you. What did you do before and what's your background? Okay, where'd you start with that one? This is one of those topics I could probably waffle on for hours, but let me give you a quick snapshot. I thought I'd come to a quiet place to film. You can probably see the snow line behind me actually. Hello, we've even got a dog come to play now. So as you've probably guessed, I'm in my mid-50s. I'm married to the ever-patient Jude. Don't call her Judy, and definitely don't call her Judith. I was born in Warrington, which is in Cheshire, was in Lancashire, definitely is in England. I lived on the Isle of Man from 1988 to 2007, then we moved out to France. Cycling-wise, my cycling career version 1.0 lasted from 1984 to 1987. Then I discovered socialising, but I was okay as a junior, and then I was just a third cat for my first year as a senior. The cycling career version 2.0 has lasted much longer. Started riding again when we moved out here in 2007. Member of the local club here in Sallanches, VC Mont Blanc. I've got a French racing licence. I've done the Marmot 4 times, the Etape du Tour 6 or 7 times I think, loads of local events, local races, local time trials and stuff. My results in the Etape du Tour, I'm usually in the top 10%. When we first moved out here, we moved up to Chamonix Mont Blanc Valley where we had a ski chalet that we ran for 10 years, which was probably 9 years too long. We thankfully sold that 2 years before COVID kicked off. Life is a little bit simpler now. You may see me at Geneva Airport. We now own a small airport transfer company, which is this one, resortrides.com, which we combine with breathebike.com. I do cycling support in the summer months, Geneva, Nice, stuff like that. My wife works mainly for a trekking company montblanctreks.com. So that's it for this week. It's getting much colder in the Alps now. You can probably see the snow line is coming down the hill behind me. Most of the big cols are closed. The Col de Columbia was probably the last to close last week. Those cols we cycled in the Chablais on the Etape preview, they'll stay open all winter, but the higher ones, the Ramaz and the Jouplan, they're already closed. Ask me any questions below, and we'll see you next time on Cycling in the French Alps.